All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
My Dress Up Darling, episode 11. I'm so happy that we get to watch another episode of this show, and yet at the same time, this is the second to last episode of the season.
The penultimate episode of the season, yeah. Oh.
I'm not ready to see it go.
Me neither.
I know I shouldn't cry over spilt tea, but it's just so sad.
Yeah, having our characters, our two little lovebirds, just totally be just all into each other, and yet they're not actually getting into each other. But this episode title seems to have something to do with a love hotel.
And the previous episode had mine being like, I could send you a pic of me wearing it if you want. So
and she only backpedaled probably because he was like, huh?
Right.
But if he'd have been like, yes, she'd be like, okay.
Right, yeah. Do you want me to send you a pic of me wearing it? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes, where's the Kazuma dub when we need it? Just like, yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness.
But you know, these idiots are so adorable and so wonderful, and just kiss already.
Just kiss. I mean, like,
please.
This is a pretty good opportunity then if they do a shoot at a love hotel. I mean,
like
that'd be the kind of thing where it would be the lovely, coincidence of where they're both turned on at the same time rather than just one of them. So the other one ends up being the awkward turtle, just being like, I don't know what to do,
Right, exactly.
It could be where they're both like, I just want her to have a moment where she's like, like she did like triple eyebrow raises, and he's just like,
oh no, I lost the key card, and for some reason it locks from the outside. What do we do?
What if this is a two-parter? And some shit goes down, and they have to stay the night.
I mean, I would love that. I would love that. No, watch. It's probably something where they go to a shoot. It's not at a love hotel.
Sure.
Right? The thing is, it takes a long time. A lot of stuff happens. They miss the last bus back. Right?
So they have to do the
So they
classic,
have to find a place.
Well, we have to stay somewhere that's cheap.
That's cheap. And so they go to a love hotel, right? And then even if they don't end up
still
doing
in her
anything,
cosplay.
She's still in her cosplay, right? Or maybe has to like change out of it, all that stuff, shower and everything, right? And then maybe it's not something where anything happens, but she's like, but Gojo, wouldn't mind, who's you, I suppose,
Yeah. Bruh.
Just at least maybe like some making out or something, right? Or
at the very least, God, like something like steamy a
right.
little bit.
Please.
Like, you guys love each other so much.
We need this.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. The fish are enjoying it, though. Oh, nice. Manga cafe. Nice.
Cool.
Paradise! It's a good sign, Jacob. We're starting off strong. We're starting off real strong.
I feel like it's suddenly that prosody skit. All right, ample atmosphere. Very good time for a confession.
I can't believe they better not jabate us with this.
I know. They probably are, but...
Oh. Suck, I don't know. Wait.
Wow.
Oh my God! I just.
God damn it!
Wow. So the title is a debate. Maybe she's lying, and it's actually like super. Oh, to get him to sleep.
That actually sounds really awesome. Oh, and maybe that's how it works into the love hotel.
No. Why would I care about that?
They're talking about it openly. You're not sure you could pull him off?
可愛い子限定って感じだし、キャラじゃないかな。
He's just like, huh? What?
He's like, are you fucking serious?
He's like, you just said something that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
ダメなんですか？でしたらしませんか？
He's almost saying in the kindest way possible. You're full of shit. Like, you
Yeah.
look mega uber cute.
Right.
Oh my god. She is down bad.
Yeah.
でサキュバスって何なんですか？
Oh my
知ら
god.
なくて。
男の人にエロい夢見せて正規吸い取って殺しちゃうんだよね。
穏やかな日常であってですか？
It's the dissonance. That's part of the
She's like, what? Did I
entertainment.
say something weird?
こら、いい加減寝るんだ。もう夜3時だぞ。そうだ、眠くなるように僕が子守歌を歌ってあげる。ねんねんから
Aww.
That is adorable. Oh my god, and then she falls asleep.
おい、インマ。夜食やるから静かにしろよ。
It's a 4 coma. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
癒されますね。一人称僕なんですね。
Aww. Boku girls. Aww.
あれ？
Wait.
これもしかして簡略化された絵だから服がどうなってるのかわからない。今までも
Oh.
作品によっては必ず細部までわかるとは限らないんだ。
Good eye.
自分で考える。
Hmm.
北川さん、本屋寄ってもいいですか？俺も作品欲しくて。
ドハマりしてんじゃん。最高すぎない？
What? Wait, what? My man.
俺は今ラブホテル。
All right, how'd it happen?
Oh my gosh!
待って、カナメくんちっぽいスタジオ見つけたんだけど。
Oh boy.
からめっちゃ5900円って安い。
Yeah, so cheap!
撮影スタジオあったんですね。ここに撮影スタジオが。
あーね。
She still doesn't-
303号室だから。
Room 303. Marin, when is she gonna figure it out?
No, I think she knows. She knows exactly.
枕元に電話で。
Oh my
い
god.
うとこは思いっきりラブホだな。しょうがないか。どうしたの、五条くん。
She just doesn't think anything of it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
聞いてませんよ。なんでラブホテルに。
Well, we need it. I mean, all the
It
stuff
works.
takes place in a bedroom, so.
撮影 OK で安くて、ここしかなくなって速攻
Yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense.
意外感見てやっと気づいたみたいな。でもやらかした割にいい部屋じゃない？すっきりしてて、かなめくんの部屋って感じ。
Look at him. He's almost like looking back at the camera, even though he's looking at the room.
別にスタジオ。
Imagine it's a studio. This is so good.
てか、さりげにラブホ気になってたんだよね。レイヤーさんがラブホ女子会してんの超楽しそうでさ。
Oh.
What do you mean, girls' night?
五条くん甘いの好きだっけ？
最近作業中にたまに飴
Yeah,
食べ
just
ます。
casually sitting on the bed.
頭使うときってチョコのがいいんだよ。注文しちゃうか。
すみません。ありがとうございます。
じゃあ着替えてくるね。だってコスしに来たんだし、逆に何もしないとかお金も。
We gotta do something here, right?
Exactly.
It's a part of the story. It'd be a waste if.
一緒に入る？
Oh my god. Keep them coming, Marin.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch, this is actually the next level play. She's seducing him right now, and he doesn't even realize it.
Yeah.
テレビでも見よう。
No, no, no,
Don't.
no, no, no.
Yep.
Uh huh.
Like. Oh.
Just to check to see if there's anything.
Did he like mute it? Yeah, he did. He turned the volume down a ton.
Oh,
so he's
wow.
watching. He's watching it right now.
これ以上はやめてはいすみません
なんなのこれ可愛すぎて湧いた三面図見てたけど実物パない
俺今に
This is a man that has seen things.
きちんと今と向き合うべきだと思ったので
真面目か
ですが頭身が変わるので現実にリズキュンがいたら簡略された部分はこうなのかなといろいろ足して作ったんですが 所詮俺の想像
Ah, it's not things taken from the material. Yeah, it's
Right.
not as accurate.
全然あるでしょ例えば原作とアニメで服違うとかあるけど
True.
Yeah.
True.
自作する人はさわかんないとこは超いっぱい考えて自分の解釈で作るからみんなバラ
That's right.
Well said, Marin.
てか五条くんの衣装良すぎて正解しかないから五条くんの衣装一番いいよ
Uh, uh.
話変わるけどコンドーム入れるとお金貯まるって都市伝説マジかな
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
五条くんの分
俺も入れるんですか
His feet are on the ground. He is trying to keep it together. Oh, the ears are nice.
ハーフツイン
変じゃないですリズキュンが漫画から出てきたみたいですよ
本当
綺麗ですね
Eh?
ビッグ落ち着いた色なのに鮮やかで
そっちまあわかるけど
実は俺
There must be a wire bent.
Oh, some scenes to recreate?
どこ
印をつけてきたんですけど
それほぼ全ページない
小道具も用意しました
すっごい
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
そうですすごくいいですアイマスクなのにリズキュンです次はチョコを食べているところを北川さんチョコの大丈夫です
Wait. She's
So you've got
drinking
condoms, energy
caffeine?
drinks, you're in a love hotel.
微妙だった
It's the point. It's the perspective. So you need to lie on the bed.
北川さん
Yep, there you go. Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
取りましょう
お腹の上苦しくない
すぐ取れば平気ですよ
Now, how much you want to bet he gets a boner when she's straddling him?
せーの
全然大丈夫ですでは
And he's totally...
やろ
Nice. That turned out real good. Now that the picture's done...
楽しい準備してる時
Oh.
写真撮って
Oh, this is so sweet.
Yeah.
全部楽しい
隣の部屋からなんか
Yeah, and suddenly he remembers.
撮影に夢中になりすぎて
Yeah.
上に乗れって
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
今すぐ俺から降りてください
Oh! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Please, tell me
Oh
this
my
is...
gosh. Oh my god. Yes.
God damn it!
You are. You.
They ran out of time, didn't they?
はい
Uh-huh.
すいません延長とは
Yes, you would like an extension.
はい失礼します
あそっか着替えてくるね
The scoot. The scoot.
Yeah, yeah.
The butt scoot. Oh my god.
He's been doing that for the last 3 hours.
北川さん北川さん北川さん北
Bro, your right arm is not.
In the right motion, wrong position.
No, his right arm is not on screen right now.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
y'all.
boy.
We just experienced something
Something beautiful, something wonderful, and yet, God damn it. Like, you know it's coming, right? Like, because they're not.
Because they're not, no.
Because they're not. And the thing is, there's this part of me that always wonders, like, is it actually just a thing where, like, you can't actually have them have sex at a love hotel if you're going to have these characters have sex at all because, like, you know, be improper or something. I don't know.
Well, no, I think it's the thing of where this creator is, you know, doing the classic romance thing where they're baiting out the Lord's feelings work. And well, no, they're baiting out basically the sitcom kind of stuff.
Exactly,
there
right.
To build the spice so that when, you know, something even tiny happens that's
We're
not
like,
real
yes!
progress, everyone goes, yes!
Even something as simple as, you know, maybe Gojo placing his hands on your stomach, suddenly you...
Right, but the trick of that is that works only proportionally to the point at which you are invested in the characters.
Exactly.
Because we're so invested in these characters, every little bit of this is amazing. Now, if you weren't as invested in these characters, this would feel cliche as fuck, and you wouldn't necessarily like it because it feels like a backpedaling of sorts. But we have seen how much Marin and Gojo, both of them, like each other.
Yep.
The thing is that because them being in this unique kind of relationship where they very much need the other person for the emotional validation of their passions, it's something where they don't want to ruin it necessarily by, you know, escalating things into a serious relationship.
Yeah.
That being said, these two really like each other. So it's only a matter of time before they start to have things like this happen, and it just slips out, pun intended.
Exactly. Even if it's not as... even if the level of things that built up to then make this happen in the most, like, you know, crazy way possible, right? The condoms, the love hotel, the energy drink, the
vibrator.
Phone, the vibrator, the phone hitting the lights, you know, all of those things, right? Stuff like this would still happen, right?
Yeah.
You know, so okay, cool.
Did you get the pun also about the light novel's abbreviated name?
Oh, yes.
Suck IDK. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got that.
Okay, good.
Right. But like, it's something where this show has shown itself to be very intentional about making sure that the dynamics and a lot of the potential like tropes and cliches of romance stories are being avoided in some ways that I personally very much appreciate. So like, this was a moment that was shared. I don't think, and based on the track record of the show and the characters that we have established and everything, there is no way that this is going to be something that gets misconstrued, right? It's more of a question of what will these characters then do about that, right?
Well, right. Let me explain a little bit more of what I think you're trying to say here, because this show absolutely uses the tropes and cliches of romance things and stuff like that. The reason why we like it so much is because the characters are actually showing that they like the other person rather than lying to themselves about whether or not these things actually mean anything or whether they happen.
Yep.
A lot of the time in the story is focused on showing them getting closer, not on how they retcon basically how they saw a previous thing.
Exactly.
And thus killing the audience's excitement for progress.
Because then it's like, oh, we can't actually trust progress if it happens, and so then you could have a situation like this, and yet
nothing happens.
And yet nothing happens. And the thing is that we know that nothing's going to happen. Of course, the phone's going to ring or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But that does not get rid of the fact that this happened, even if it doesn't go as far as we would like to, and maybe the characters would have liked to. So, yeah.
Gosh, it's so funny. Like, I can think of like so many times where, like, in stories, you'll have characters basically be like, oh, I'm so horny for this other person. And there's some kind of convenient external environmental thing that makes it be brought up even more. But I think the idea of characters being in a love hotel and they hear people actually having sex is one of the funniest things, because they've made multiple allusions to the fact that these characters are, well, they're high schoolers, but these are some goofy-ass high schoolers.
Oh, yeah.
Marin is into some shit, and it is awesome.
Yep.
Gojo, by extension, you are being pulled into the wonderful path of degeneracy with her, and it is amazing to see you adopt things so quickly. But I love the idea that something as simple as like, oh right, sex,
right,
that's happening right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, and some people feel actually like enormously uncomfortable whenever they hear someone else having sex or what have you. You know, he was watching porn, but you know, just
just turning the volume down.
Yeah. So he has no issue with that in general.
Which
if anything, he seems to be aroused primarily by that. But the idea that in most anime, they can't even say the word sex without them going and being like,
God, I love so much that these characters are open and comfortable about the fact that they are horny, even if they're not they don't necessarily share all of that with the other person, right?
To themselves,
but with themselves, they are comfortable with that. Gojo is comfortable enough that he tries to sneak watching porn while she's over in the bathroom. She flirts with him and says, "Hey, you want to join me in the jacuzzi, right?"
Yeah.
Like
you want to go see if they have condoms, like
right, exactly.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She knows exactly what she's doing, right? And yet, but because they're such good friends and everything, they have that solid foundation. It's like it's totally comfortable. It's it's all of that stuff. And yet she's totally poking at him, and she does lure him and all that stuff. So naturally, that is something that is going to happen with the kind of personality that she has and all of that. And afterwards, yes, Gojo is absolutely going to be jerking off, thinking about her and like, holy shit. And probably the reason why he's probably like pounding his head with his other fist is because he's like, God damn it, why? She could be here right now,
Or not just that. I think that's a way to look at it, but it's not defined to be that, I would say.
Okay.
But it could also be that he's trying to make himself forget. Like he's trying to trying to get that out of his head. And by, relieving himself, he's basically getting that physical relief and moving that out of his head.
Making it be something where he can more readily be in situations where they can do cosplay, and he doesn't have to be thinking about that because he's taking care of that separately. And then it's only when they hear the people having sex where he's like, oh shit, that's right. That's what people generally do in these situations.
If anything, I have to say, Gojo is a Chad among Giga Chads because he's absolutely horny for her. Absolutely. But the ways in which he's like, I am going to be professional with this.
Right.
I am going to absolutely just behold her in all of her glorious cosplay.
Indeed.
And her amazing form and just be like, yep, I'm good here. And it's not until then that he even has the slightest chub. Not saying that he's like not attracted to her in those moments, but he's such a one-track focused guy.
Right.
Not like he's an idiot, but like he's so like focused in that regard that he's like, okay, no, I'm working on this here. And coming up with these ideas could be like, well, he's stupid and he doesn't think about how that's going to affect him.
But I mean, let's be real. That was a fantastic angle for a picture. It
was a great angle.
That was wonderful. Right?
Yeah. Could he have theoretically done it where he would be lying sideways and then she would be right next to him? That would maybe make the crick of his neck a little bit.
Right. But
I think he could have done it. Maybe.
But it wouldn't have been quite the same. Right?
No.
And so hey, this.
Yeah.
And he knows that she would be totally comfortable with something like that, right? Like it's like.
Well, I don't even think he was thinking about it as something like that.
No, right. But like, they are so close as a result of all the cosplay stuff.
Yes, right.
They have in the second episode or whatever it was, they broke through just like 90% of all possible like awkward conversation topics and like ideas of like the personal space and all of that. So it's like, there you go, right? We're making a great picture, and it turned out wonderful.
It turned out great. Now, because the pacing has actually accelerated, we're no longer really showing the process of cosplays being made.
Yep.
I kind of miss that. I'm kind of saddened by that. But I understand if they want things to be more focused on the romance so that we can have more of a sitcom kind of story with the cosplay being kind of a backdrop for it and a reason to have the sits in this com, if that makes sense. So I'm okay with that, but yeah, this is more these cosplays don't require a lot of intense changes or measurements or what have you, because he's already done all that stuff, but also it's mostly like specific areas of the body that are being covered, so it's not as intense of a time.
Right. I like how each different outfit that they bring in brings sort of a different lesson, set of things that we can then learn about cosplay. The idea that, like, hey, in this situation, it's a character that has a very nondescript, like, design, right? It's a very minimalist sort of cutesy look. So what do I actually do, especially since she's got all the hair in the back, to actually design the outfit? What should it look like? Well, he has to come up with that. And, oh, hey, since it's very skimpy and everything, we just go with a bathing suit that looks similar and as the base, and there you go. You know,
there you go.
It's like, cool. It doesn't always have to be something as complicated as the Moe girl cosplay at the beginning.
Right.
Nice.
I really do like the point in which you could infer like a little bit of she remembers what it was like to have him do a super ornate, multifaceted cosplay like that, and how he kind of overworked himself for it. And she might have even been, this is probably something they're reading into a bit too much, but all the cosplays since then have been a lot simpler.
That's true.
Now, I would say maybe Black Lobelia is not much simpler. Not much, really.
Right.
Maybe it's around the same complexity. But I will say she is getting maybe a little bit sexier, if you will, with every cosplay.
True. There was that previous conversation about hey, maybe not this one because it's showing a lot of skin. And then the next one is this. And I like that he even brought it up, like given that they had that conversation was another form of progress. Later, it's able to be talked about without any like awkwardness or whatever, even though that wasn't the end, like the actual reason for why she was thinking I can't do this cosplay, right? You know, so it's
Maureen kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet, but Gojo didn't forget about her.
Right, exactly. You know, I mean,
like,
there's a part of me that wonders to what extent, because I feel like it's a mix of both. But you know, in the same way that like when she's saying like, "Hey, want to join me in the jacuzzi?" Right? Part of it is totally messing with him, and then another part of it is it's the I would not mind. You know, like
I'm always giving the option to say yes,
exactly, right,
and to call me out on my bluff.
So,
but also like, oh, you know, I'm mostly messing with you because they are friends first. Like that's a thing that I think is really cool as well. I buy their chemistry. And a lot of the way that they interact, because they're such different characters, feels like, oh, they're different people. So therefore, they're going to respond to things differently. He's not just doing the creator decided to write a little bit, you know, different today. And now he's just, you know, for this situation, he's this kind of character. No, he's always Gojo. She's always Maureen. I'm just so invested in these two.
Me too.
And I think it's the kind of stuff where, unfortunately, because this has happened, if they do not follow up on it in any way possible in the next episode, I will be disappointed. Now, what that means, though, is that I would at the very least like to have maybe some self-reflection.
Sure.
Like, doesn't have to be between the two of them, but one of them or both of them having this, like, okay,
conversations with themselves before they have a conversation together.
I am all for this person.
Right. Yeah. I think it's also something that is very fitting to have potentially as the end of the first season, because I could very easily see this being something where then they end up in a relationship in the next episode. Yeah. Because it's okay, that happened, even though it didn't happen, but you know, we could tell what was going on, right? You know, for both of us. So maybe we should try this out, and you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a bet out there. I don't think they're gonna end up in a relationship after this episode. I feel like that would be the shooting of the moon. I would.
Sure.
Like
it's a that's like my ultimate win in my mind, and I think it has a reasonable chance of happening. Unlike in other romantic comedies
Yeah.
if we were to have something like this happen.
Yeah. I feel like what's maybe a little bit more likely is one or both of them trying to like get out a confession of sorts and probably failing. Or having a form of a success. I feel like in general, Gojo especially would be like, I gotta say something. It's all good. It's all good. I gotta say something. But with Marin, I could see her potentially just like letting something slip.
Yeah, it's Gojo's reasons for his like hesitation and or reservedness. I feel like totally makes sense. That like they're not just as a result of him like not being willing to take a leap. Like it feels like he's actively trying to make sure that he's preserving the sanctity of the relationship that they already have. Right.
Yeah.
Marin is a bit more chaotic and all over the place, but again, she is the type of person that I don't think would have an issue with being direct. So
Well, that's the thing. She's admitted to herself many times how she feels about him, but she has not said anything about that. So I think she is very much like like that bit there was her letting it slip in that way, and she immediately was like, no.
yeah, hold on.
So I think from her perspective, she is terrified of a position where she loves this boy, and he ends up basically ending their cosplay relationship because of this whole thing there. And also she knows in a lot of ways, because of what he's shared with her, how he was bullied and thus has a little bit of a fear of women in general. So she's probably very nervous about how her own chaotic nature could end up accidentally bulldozing him in some way, kind of like with the money and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah, okay.
So this could be something where she's like really wanting to make sure that she can kind of ease him into this at some point. And thus the flirting. She's trying to basically tease it out, like being like, hey,
test the waters and see
constantly,
like check in with him basically and be like, is this something that just makes him nervous in kind of like a good way, like he might be interested, or like a nervous, like a no, this
like a rejection,
right, exactly. This is uncomfortable. Please stop.
Yeah. So I think as long as he keeps responding in the nervous way, without any kind of hard rejection, she's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep going.
Magic 8 Ball. Results inconclusive. Try again.
And she's just furiously looking for the specific result on the ball. She's like, She want me to work the shaft next, Gojo? Like I can do that too. I'm good with the balls.
Because the idea of like confirming that she actually did not realize this was a love hotel until they showed up outside it. Okay, that's good to know. Because if not for that, like she totally could be like lying there. But like if not for that, I would have thought that this was like her, her putting the moves on him maybe.
Oh, I think she just loves the silliness of it, and was like, oh, this is a love hotel. Well,
great.
I'm not gonna say anything now because I don't want him to like. Just be like, oh no, I can't go in.
I don't want to ruin the moment.
He's
or
too
anything
lawful
like that,
good for this.
Sure, yeah, exactly, right.
So I need to.
Yeah, it's the rogue with the paladin. It's like, hold on, we gotta ease him into it. Yeah.
Gojo, weirdly enough, I would say he has that paladin energy a little bit.
Well,
he's got a duty to his girls, obviously Hina dolls, but then also, to his girl, Marin, with cosplay. And that is something admirable. He fulfills that duty quite well. He probably dumped charisma still because,
What are you talking about? He looked good in every single one of those shirts.
So his charisma doesn't come out in speech. It comes out just in his performance.
No, well, sure. I mean, I was being sarcastic about that because it was just Marin that thought he looked good.
Do you get the joke?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you have to perform in order to see how performance
you have to fulfill.
Gojo.
Yeah. Yes.
Fulfill her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure you wouldn't have any problems, dude.
Nope.
You're big man.
I'm so glad that the like even the whole feeling of like, oh shit, I'm starting to get a boner and she's straddling me. It didn't seem like it was something like like he was like, I can't be having a boner. It's the no, why now? And oh God, she's sitting on top of me. I don't want this to potentially get weird, so I'm going to move her. Rather than like the, I don't know what the usual anime dumbass protagonist response would be to a situation like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about how
I think they would just go, and then like blood would seep out of their nose, and they'd be like, "Oh, Baga," slap, and then
Sure.
jump off.
yeah, something.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
cringe like that.
Right. I love these characters. Now, Bone already.
Yeah, like literally, you guys should at the very least be like at the very least like debating whether holding hands is now like we could just do that. Why don't we just start with that? I think that actually is a very realistic expectation for the next episode.
So
Just they end up holding hands and they're like, this is nice. And it's like, I like it too. And then that could be it. And then they're both in their heads like, oh!
right.
Because
Something
that's kind of a relationship, maybe, if they're like,
Maybe.
not speaking about it, not confessing, but like,
right. They can figure out their own dynamic.
Interlocked.
You don't need to play to society's, contraptions and assumptions and, and all that stuff when it comes to
True.
relationship. You figure out with your partner what works for you and you do that. I will say, I personally think it would have been hilarious if, yes, they don't end up, getting together at the Love
Sure.
Hotel, but when he's like, oh, Marin, Kitagawa, if then he slides over to one half of the screen, and then
And
on
then
the other
she's doing
half,
the same
she's
thing.
doing the same thing. Because, and headcanon here, I fully believe that was happening, but it's just that, oh, well, we can't ruin the waifu kind of, like perfect image or
really?
whatever. Yeah,
no, Marin, no, Jacob, I don't think that's a problem for this story because she was watching the hentai, what was it, game?
Oh, the Moi
hentai
Girls
game?
or whatever?
Yeah, Moi Girl, yeah.
No, okay, that's fair.
No, there's no idol image.
No.
What have you
She
for
watches
her.
that stuff, but it's the whole thing of like we want her to be a bit degenerate or naughty or whatever, but we can't have it be too much. We can't have her actually masturbate.
No, but that's the thing. She watches Moi Girl.
Oh, but it's just because she loves the cute characters and designs and everything. Like,
Okay,
like I feel like there could be that. I don't know, but
I feel like that's also a thing of where we're like, probably like 30 chapters or 40 chapters into this story or something like that. And it's just wait till you get into the triple digits for the chapters. Then we've got you hooked in. We don't need to pull some editor, stuff. Also, apparently, if the editor's whole thing of that one scene
with
was
Juju,
was like a now get the fuck back editor, that could just be the thing where the creator is like,
yep. But yeah, right. Reality can be whatever I want. Personal headcanon is just that.
Okay.
In my mind, Gojo's on the one half of the screen and she's on the other half.
I'm sure someone's made fan art of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Someone will pretty soon.
Yep.
I just have to say, like, I'm not going to tell any stories of like an explicit nature or anything like that. But the idea of having someone sitting in that position, basically, on you, is there's literally like the bed is perfect for that because you're cushioned for your butt. It's it just feels nice, right? But I will say I've had something better, and that's in the pool.
Oh yeah.
Now, obviously, you're not gonna be nasty in the pool because that's just disgusting. That's unsanitary and stuff like that.
I mean, they've got cleaning stuff in the pool,
Right, but you feel so much stronger
because they're like
of the
floating.
water buoyancy. So you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just
back
had
to
a
my
memory
question. Why
flashback.
wouldn't you do stuff in the pool?
Because it's gross, the water. Anyway, the point is
You're not making sense.
The point is when I saw this image, because we've got this frozen on screen because we're a bunch of is that seeing her being held like this, I was like imagining in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, right. This was a very fantastical constructed situation where all the things, are there, right? Reality is stranger than fiction, though. And,
True.
Like,
yep. The phone bouncing all the way to the switchboard thing to
turn off the
onto
lights.
the bed. Like,
yeah, like
whatever.
I absolutely buy that. Like, I absolutely buy that. Would it happen often? No, but
and
that's why it's all the more like, damn it, like this is perfect. But yeah,
but yes, we'll take this as a W for now because
that's right.
This is huge.
Right,
This is
won the
huge.
battle, haven't won the war yet. But,
So y'all, thank you so much for watching this fucking awesome reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion
Last
right now,
episode
though,
of the show.
I know. Right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.